Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you my 3-race weekend at Virginia in the Formula Cs. So here we are then in the first race. We get off to a pretty decent start, much better than the Formula C races at Rudskogen, and into the first corner you can see there's a massive crash, cars everywhere. We managed to sneak through nice and easy, no damage whatsoever, and we're up into P3. Somehow we've gotten through that unscathed and we're up into P3. Anyway, it all changes as we get onto lap 3, I believe, and we get a little tyre in the grass, just a little bit. We try to get the car stopped, but we can't, and the wheel is gone. And it actually told me to get 13 minutes worth of repairs, so no thank you. Anyway, into the second race, after being a bit annoyed with that previous one, we get another decent start. We got a car down there inside. We try to take it a bit easier, just trying to avoid any contact. The one car off to the side there, and we nearly tapped the car on the inside, not seeing him, but relatively clean. Then here, we go for a move down the inside, we see the opening, and then the car just turns into us. We manage to save it and then get on throttle too early, and we're in the grass. And I'm fuming at this point. He knew I was there, and yeah, he just didn't give me the room. But now, I got back on track. There's a massive crash ahead of me. I'm feeling alright. I might be able to get into it. But as I come around, I see the car too late. I slam on the brakes, but of course, lock up straight into the side of that car. And that is my race over. So here is a replay of that first lap then, in the new livery as well, as you might be able to see there. So into the first corner, we're nice and easy. We get 2 cars down our inside. We get a bit of a lock up, 1 car off the side, and then we nearly take the other car out on the inside there. And then into this corner, we go for the move. He doesn't give us any room, bit of contact, nearly save it, then on the throttle too quickly, and we're off into the grass. And then we managed to rejoin, seeing that big crash ahead of us. What's that, 4, 5, maybe even 6 cars? But we just see this rejoining car too late, slam on the brakes, but we lock up and go straight into them. Bit of a racing incident there. So here it is again, another look at the first incident. Coming into turn 3, we go for a move. We are next to him. He just, maybe I could have taken a tighter line. I'm not sure. But anyway, on to lap 2 now, and we're out of the pits. And I'm not happy. It's quite a lot of damage, but nevertheless, we keep racing, hoping to soften the blow of iRacing loss and safety rating loss. Yeah, but at this point I know it's not going to end well. So yeah, on the final lap of the race, we've gained up to P3, but as you can see, first, second and third are in front of us, and there's been a crash. First has hit second, or second has hit first, and they're having a big tussle here. Into turn 3, one gets a little bit wide, they go for a move, and oh, there's contact. First and second have taken each other out. Third gets held up, and we sneak through all 3 of them. Obviously not gaining any positions there, but we just witnessed a very eventful final lap here. Oh, so first place gets a crossed up. Bit of contact between him and second. Then as they come around turn 2 into turn 3, he goes for a move down the inside, and there's contact, and third place rams into the side of second place. So here's another look at there. I don't think the white car gives him enough room there. Anyway, onto our feature race. So it's a Formula C race at Virginia, as said before. 15 laps, and we managed to qualify 5th out of 22. Pretty decent qualifying in my opinion. Anyway, we get a decent start again. We go for the inside line. We've got a bit of space behind us. But look at those 2 cars next to us. Oh, they make contact, one locking up. Both go off the track, and there is 2 free positions. And just like that, we're back up into third, just like in the other race. And now the aim is just to no mistakes here. We want to get through the first laps with cold brakes and cold tyres. Pretty cruisy, and just, yeah. But as you can see, we get a little bit crossed up there on the grass. Gives the car behind a ton of speed. As they're gaining on us, we pull to the side. We're not going to let him by, but look at this red car. Look at his pace. I believe he started in 11th, and he's already up into 3rd. I'm not sure how that happened, but anyway, he was flying. So now as we come into this top corner, very tricky corner, get it slowed down, take a nice wide line so you can cut back in on the apex and get as much speed as possible. And the third place car, they're getting a little bit squirrely. But yeah, see, if you see in the bottom right there, Andrew Masaki started P12 and he's already up into third. He'll be gaining a lot of speed under his rear wing. We look for a move, but we know it's not going to work. It's just going to end in a crash there. But there he goes. He gets a little bit wide onto the grass. We have to slam on the brakes and we cut back down the inside. And there, a little bit of a switchback kind of move there, and we're back up into third. And if in the rearview mirror, I don't know if you can see, but he gets a little bit wide and he's off into the wall. And we'll have to have a look back at that in a second. So we crossed the line at the end of lap 1 and we're in P3. So here we are then. Here's a replay of that lap 1 chaos. So we get an alright start. It's not too bad. But if you look at the 2 green cars just ahead of us, the inside car makes a mistake locking up, forcing the other car off the track, and in the end they both go round. But for us, that's 2 free positions there. And now we're just trying to follow through, keep it clean, no mistakes. Definitely not wanting to go off in the grass, as in these open wheel cars, one little accident like that and that's your wheel broken and your race over. As you can see, we make that little mistake, so the purple car manages to gain a ton on us. And we don't let him through, but we pull to the outside, but this red car, he's flown. So he ends up getting through, and we're dropped back down into 4th place there. So then here we are, following that car into the top corner, hoping to get a good exit so we can maybe make a move on him. He gets a little squirrely on the exit, and we do get a good exit as we tuck up under his rear wing, hoping to get the move done before the corner, as that corner is incredibly hard to overtake around. But we're just too late. We try to scare him off, pull to the inside, attempting to scare him a little bit, but we don't make the move, as we know it's just going to end terribly. So then as we go around, he does get wide on the grass. He comes back across the track. We have to slam on the brakes and cut back down the inside, but the move is done and we're back up into 3rd place. Now as we come back onto the main straight, you'll see in the background there the car getting a little bit skewed up, and he's off into the wall, and another car in the back there. So here we are then, the first corner crash between these two. He just locks up and the car on the outside has nowhere to go except for the grass, and yeah. And then here we are, the mistake that Andrew made. Cuts it worked for us, but he cuts across the track, slowed us down a little bit. The purple car managed to gain, but he not enough, and he couldn't get back past. But here we are then, here's the mistake. I don't know if it's just a bit of understeer or something, but he tries to catch it and he just goes off into the wall. So now on to lap 5, we're back in P3. As we're rounding this corner, we've got a car, Matthew Estrada, right on our tail. And we know he's faster than us. If you just look at the lap times on the left there, his fastest lap time is 1.2 seconds quicker than us. And it's not that we're slow, it's just we've had no practice at all. So as you see, we come onto the next straight. Well, it's a bit of a weaving straight, but you'll see we pull over to the side and just let him by. No point fighting him. He's going to get past us anyway, and I'd rather have no chances of any mistakes or crashes. But now we just follow him through, and you never know, he might make a mistake, and that would be us back up a position. So lap 6 now, we are in P3, and yes, he does make a mistake. If you look onto the left there, we've just followed him, and he's silly mistake as well, I believe. So let's have a look at that. So here he goes around this corner, takes it quite tight, and then it's like our crash in the first race. Just gets one tyre in the wall and nothing he can do. Lap 9 then, we are back up P2, which is a brilliant effort considering our lap times. But as you can see, we let another car through, as again, his pace is just way better than ours. He's done a 41.5 where I've done a 43.2, so again, no point in fighting him. He's just going to go off into the distance. So lap 13, still back in P3, which seems to be where we are mostly sitting. And as you can see up on top, there's been an accident. And is that's P2? And yes, it is. That is Zachary Allen, who was in P2. So here we are then. He comes up into the top corner, and I don't know if he loses focus or something, but his left wheel dips it in the grass, and he's just a passenger after that. And I forgot to say, we actually missed the P1 accident from early in the race. He gets it, he dives in, gets a little cross, and yeah. So that driver actually crashed out of P1. I'm pretty sure he was miles ahead, in like 10 seconds ahead of second, but he made a silly mistake there. Anyway, we crossed the line in P2. P2. What a race. What a weekend.